Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new video. I'm Tom.
I'm Lindsay.
And as you can see, we are at Washington Union Station. It's August 28th, 2025, and we are here for the launch of the NextGen Acela. And some big news, this morning we received an email saying we got upgraded to first class. You excited?
Oh yeah.
Let's go to the lounge.
Let's do it.
On August 28th, 2025, 9 years after the trains were originally ordered, the next generation Acela officially entered passenger service. In the early hours of the Thursday morning, the trains rolled out of Washington, D.C. and Boston stations, the first of many trips these trains will make on the Northeast Corridor. They offer moderate speed increases and significant capacity increases to the older generation of Acela trains, which, having entered in the year 2000, are in desperate need of retirement. If you watched my video on Thursday, you'll know that I got invited to ride the media train the day before the official launch. This was such a great opportunity, and we got to take a really good look at the business class product. A big thanks to Amtrak for inviting me. But there were two main problems with that day. First, I didn't get a look at the first class cabin. And second, Lindsay wasn't there to ride the train with me. So today, we're fixing both of them. We are riding the inaugural northbound NextGen Acela, the 2154. We're riding it from Washington, D.C. to Baltimore in first class to show you what it's like and compare it to the business class that we reviewed in the previous video. First class passengers have access to the lounge at Washington Union Station.
We're excited to welcome you aboard our all-new premium NextGen Acela train during their historic first ever northbound trip. Congrats on being a part of Amtrak history.
And now we're walking onto the platform, and let's take a look at the NextGen Acela. Passengers and excited staff members are cheering for this historic moment. It's the first revenue service from Washington, D.C. to Boston, stopping in places like Philadelphia and New York. These next-gen Acelas were built by a French company, Alstom, at a factory in New York State. Alstom calls them the Avelia Liberty. On the front and the back there's a power car, and in between there are 9 passenger cars. Car 1 is the first class car, car 6 is the cafe, and the rest of them are business class. We don't have to walk far. The bright red door indicates that this is the first class car, and that's where we're sitting today.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Wake up. Oh, okay. Welcome.
We were greeted on board by our first class attendant, whose enthusiasm was contagious. It energized the whole car. Thank you. The passengers in first class were a mix of regular business riders who were surprised at the new trains, and of course, rail fans who had booked this train on purpose. I guess that's what we get for a low bid.
Yeah.
The attendant told us that he has never seen this many young people in first class before. Yesterday I tried the business class seat, now we're trying the first class seat. So the seats are very similar to business class. Seats are still a little bit hard, though I think that's just because there haven't been any butts in them for 4 years. I'm sure they'll loosen a little bit and become more comfortable over time. The main difference with business class is that they are wider, the car's in a 2+1 configuration, and that they have static armrests instead of ones that can go up and down. They've got features like leg rests, tables with a cup holder in them, although the tables are quite hard to open, and reading lights in the wings of the headrest. How's the seat so far?
Pretty comfortable. A little hard, but
Do you like that it has the wings?
it is nice for when you want to lean and stuff.
Below the seats, they have power sockets and USB chargers. Now, because these trains are several years old, they didn't actually have USB-C chargers built into them, but Amtrak has added these converters instead. The trains have baggage storage at the end of the car, as well as a restroom, and the seat recline works by pressing the button in the armrest. The bottom pillow scooches forward instead of the back of the chair going back, so you're not interfering with the person behind you. Now, the main draw of first class, I think, is the complimentary meal that you receive. Our attendant took care of us by taking our drink order, and then taking our breakfast order. I was really hoping that these screens would show real-time travel information on the inaugural run because they didn't on the media run, but they were only showing your general messages.
Glass of ice, lemon? Yes. You need a bottle of water? There you go.
Precisely at 6:50 a.m., the inaugural revenue NextGen Acela, headed towards Boston, departed from Washington Union Station. We kind of paid an exorbitant amount of money for this short trip to Baltimore. I think it was $116 a person for the business class ticket and then $36 a person for the upgrade. I would never pay that much money for such a short trip normally. I mean, the MARC train costs $9 on the same route, but they only announced the launch of the NextGen Acela about 10 days before they actually launched it. So please like, subscribe, share, and help me continue to make questionable financial decisions. I would say it was worth it though, because as we were on our way, an Amtrak staff member came through the train handing out merch, including these first ride certificates, which gave us 1,000 extra points on our Amtrak guest rewards. That was a nice touch.
Everyone, I have a variety of first day merchandise. I'm going to be just passing it out. If you don't want something, just let me know. But we've got first day certificates here.
Thank you.
There's also information about how to get 1,000 guest rewards points on the back.
So, as I said in my previous video, the ride quality definitely is an improvement over the old trains, but it is still pretty bumpy. Its tracks are very, very old. But what I really forgot to mention, and I think is worth noting here, is that the trains are so much quieter than the old Acela, and really anything that runs on the Northeast Corridor. Our only intermediate stop on our way to Baltimore is BWI Airport, and here we racked up about a 10-minute delay because the door on car 2 was malfunctioning. Thankfully, they were able to fix it quickly, and before we knew it, we were already running through the Baltimore and Potomac tunnels on approach to Baltimore Penn Station. And while there are so many things that I love about newer trains, my one complaint is that they often don't have seats and windows that match each other. Surely, in a train that is marketed towards business and first-class passengers, that shouldn't be a thing, right? I mean, I guess a lot of people work on the train, and if you don't want to look outside, it doesn't really matter. But still, it's weird to me. Our food wasn't ready yet, so we asked for it to go, and our attendant was happy to do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, now arriving into Baltimore's Penn Station.
Hope it was a lovely experience. Thank you. Watch the step when exiting, exit on the right. Thank you, my brother. Safe travels. Safe travels. Safe travels. Watch the step.
Yeah. I've been really excited. I saw it for the first time, I think, like in the spring, testing. In Melma, so I thought I was doing it.
Amtrak sent their most excited, most enthusiastic people to Baltimore this morning. You guys were great.
Enjoying our Amtrak breakfast in front of the Capitol.
So then we brought our food back to Washington, D.C., and we ate it in front of the Capitol. Lindsay, NextGen Acela, what are some positives in your experience, and what are some things they could improve?
I think it was just like such a fun experience. Obviously, the first day, everyone's super hype about it, so that was like extra exciting. I feel like that energy will last for quite a while. And I think that just like the service was top notch. We had great food. They were able to box up the food for us and take it to go, so we didn't have to miss out on breakfast. And I think that was really great. I think like some things that could be improved. Obviously, a lot of people talk about how stiff the seats are. I really thought that they were pretty stiff. And I think also just like sometimes the timing of things, especially, I think that's something they're going to work out. But like Tom has taken the Acela to Baltimore before, and he was able to get breakfast like served him in his seat. So I think obviously with them handing out merch and all these other things that took a little bit longer. And but obviously it was the first day, so everything was new, and they were just trying fresh with all actual customers. So Can't knock that one too much, but I think that's something definitely they could improve on.
Personally, I thought there wasn't much difference between the business class and the first class. Like, the seats were the same except for that they were wider. So while it was an awesome experience to be able to ride first class on the inaugural run, that was so much fun to do together. I don't know if I would book it myself, especially because we didn't have access to the window.
Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. I don't really understand who designed that, but boo.
But I'm very glad the NextGen Acela is here because it's about time there's a modern train that runs on these tracks.
And the old Acelas were looking rough.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching today. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to Trains Are Awesome. We'll see you next time.